Welcome back. I've got Angela Meyer in here this morning to give us details on a really fun event coming up in 2 Saturdays. Night in New Orleans.
We're so excited. It's a brand new fundraiser for the Miners Hall. So we've tried to roll out all different kinds of social events and fundraisers this year where the museum benefits from the support, and as a community member, you get to have a fun night out.
Yeah, you
Who doesn't want that? So we're doing a night in New Orleans. We have a Zydeco band coming from Kansas City. We have a shrimp boil planned. We have hurricanes and cold beer and non-alcoholic options for those that want that. But we kick off April the 1st. Ticket sales close soon, so get your tickets now. We're running out.
How is the event going to be laid out there at the museum? Will it be indoors, outdoors? Or?
So it's a rain or shine event. The shrimp boil itself and the band will obviously be outside. I wish we could pack all those people in the museum, but you'll check in at the front door. So you'll get a walk through, a tour of the museum essentially with your ticket. We'll check in at the front of the museum. You'll work your way through the exhibits. You'll exit out the back where the tent will be, where the band will be set up. And then we're having some great volunteers from the National Honor Society. They're going to be our runners. So the kitchen will start cranking food. We'll start doors at 5:30, dinner at 6, and you'll get your very own shrimp boil bag where you can dump it on the table. We're giving people plastic gloves if they don't want to get their hands dirty. And you can eat out of the bag. You can dump it on the craft paper on the table. It's totally up to you.
It's tradition.
It
Gotta
is.
dump it out.
Now, I'm one of those, I got to contain the mess. But either way, we aim to please. So the only thing we don't have is dessert. But after all that food, I don't know that I wouldn't be able to eat it. I don't know about anybody else.
Hurricanes were the dessert.
That works too. I'm fine with a hurricane for dessert. So we have great local sponsors that have made sure the expenses were covered for the event. So when you buy a ticket, you're truly making a donation to the museum and help paying it forward for the next project because they have a drag line coming. We have all new exhibits. We do quarterly presentations and programs. The museum's always doing something to educate and support the community.
There's a lot of stuff coming up at the museum.
There is. They're finishing up their exhibit that's all about money and coins, and they've had a lot of cool programs with that, but they're always trying to find a different aspect of life in Southeast Kansas, of coal mining history. The drag line's coming, which is huge.
Why did you guys decide with the New Orleans style theme for this fundraiser in particular?
So we sat down as a group, and I have to say my mom's kind of my sounding board when they say, hey, Angela, what can we do? And we kind of kicked around the idea of what's fun, what's different, because in Southeast Kansas, a lot of the entertainment, a lot of the social events, we have great small businesses, we have great entertainment venues, but a lot of our not-for-profits and area places and businesses service that need where you don't have to go to Kansas City. We have fun here.
Yep. So
we looked around and said, there's really not a lot like this. And we didn't want to do it on Friday nights because that would pull away from the Knights of Columbus and all the fish fries during Lent. So we took a different path, stuck it on a Saturday night right before Easter, so everybody's having a good time. And we do have sausage from Schroeder's. So you could add that onto your ticket so you could truly have the Lent option or the protein option and the meat option. That's okay too.
So lots of fun options. Okay, where can people go to get tickets? I know ticket sales end very soon.
So we're cutting ticket sales off on Monday the 27th, so we have a firm count to make sure we have food and chairs and a layout for everybody. Eventbrite is the easiest way if you want to do it in your PJs in the middle of the night. You can go on Eventbrite, search the Miners Hall Museum. Facebook has the link as well. Or you can call the museum, have a lovely conversation with Susan or one of the volunteers, and they'll take your credit card over the phone.
All right.
Or you can stop in too.
And the event starts at 5:30 on April 1st?
Doors open at 5:30, food comes out at 6, band kicks off at 6:30, and they'll play till 9.
All right, that's perfect.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
We will be right back.